This podcast was produced on the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation.
Welcome to Australia.
Aussie.
This is kind of tragic.
Someone who is such a connoisseur of reality television.
The content is hideous.
So sorry about this. Oh my God.
Maria Angelico.
Hi, Sam.
You're back on the grid. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little flustered, but I'm good. I raced here.
I know. And we're in a new stew.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it?
It's so soundproof.
Yeah.
I feel like anything could happen in here and no one would ever know.
So later when I'm doing my Krissy's laugh impersonation, no one will hear it.
It's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not going to disturb the pace. That's really good.
Yeah, I've been working on it. Thanks.
That is, wow, I'm impressed.
Before we get into our Sydney housewives,
Mhm,
who are
can't wait.
causing chaos
They are.
already,
Yeah, Cyclone Sydney housewives, hey.
forget Cyclone Alfred.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I don't know. I'm not quite caught up on all the Oscar
Okay.
stuff. We briefly touched on it yesterday with Ash and Bridget, and I was like, I didn't.
You didn't watch it?
No,
Okay.
I'm a busy girl. I've got Australian Survivor to watch.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's a really crunch time. It's peak hour in reality world for
Yeah.
you, Sam.
Babe.
I've kind of dropped off, to be honest.
I'm about
I got to catch up. I got to catch up on everything. But I did watch the Oscars. I went to a Oscars watch party, actually, at my friend Michael Lucas's house. And
Done. Were there canapes?
there was some charcuterie,
Ooh.
some champers, some gin. Even
Stunning.
though it started at 11 a.m. on a Monday, which felt like just all the unemployed people in the industry.
It's like having a Eurovision party. It's 4 a.m. on a Sunday.
4 a.m.'s a little sexier though.
It's seedy.
It is.
I
Yeah,
have gone out pulled an all-nighter and then watched Eurovision.
I think that's how it should be
Yeah.
done. Yeah. Well, I didn't do that. I just got up early, actually went to the gym, and then I went to this Oscars party, and I think I was very premenstrual. I don't know if I'm going to be invited again.
What did you do?
Because I think everyone wants, it's good to have conflicting opinions on films, on looks. I just think
Did you go full Demi? Did you fight for Demi?
Yeah. I mean, we all did. Have you seen the clips of her face? So when
No.
Mikey Madison won, which, look, I love Mikey Madison. I'm a massive Better Things fan. However,
Yeah.
I'm not a big Honora fan.
Yeah, see, I liked Honora,
Yeah.
but do I think it was the one, honey? Yes, God, no, probably not.
Yeah, no, it was just no. But when she won, when they called Mikey's name, Demi actually flung her head around and it looked like she went, what?
The fuck?
You know how they all everyone
Looks
stays
at
poised
agent.
and
Yeah.
smiles and hides their disdain? Demi just let it out.
Good on
It was
her.
amazing.
She's too old for this shit.
Devastating about that. Adrian Brody's speech was a bit wackadoo.
What did he say?
He just went for a really long time, which, it happens. But the music came on and then he asked them to stop the music. They stopped the music and he kept going. But none of it felt that profound. So it's if you're going to do that, really land it.
Did he talk around the issues? I know there's a lot of conflict or not even that.
No, he didn't even go there. He just was
What?
he was just talking in such general broad strokes that it was a bit waffle town. I feel like Zoe Saldana was so profound and emotional, and his was I feel a lot of love from a lot of people.
Shut up. What
And
does
he
that
also,
even mean?
I don't know. There's something that I don't look. I love him, but I was so not having that speech. I wanted Coleman up there. I wanted Timothée up there. I didn't want him. Have you seen A Complete Unknown?
No, not yet. Is it good?
Stunning.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I'll have to.
Also, I think two films that were robbed. I could go on and on and on. This could be an Oscars episode, but two films that were robbed. Sing Sing should have been
Yes.
nominated for
Loved.
Best Film. Amazing.
Have discussed on the pod. Love that film.
I think it's one of my favorite films ever.
Yeah.
Stunning. Coleman. Mwah. And controversial, but Baby Girl.
Yeah, I liked Baby Girl.
I think Baby Girl was low-key a masterpiece. I loved
just for
it.
Nicole getting her titties
Well,
out.
yeah, no, but she also I'm all for Nicole's titties, but it was also surprisingly had some emotional depth to it. I thought Harrison was incredible. I just thought it was a really great film.
I think it could have been a really good limited series.
I agree.
Because there was
more to explore.
There was more to explore. I would watch season 2 of Baby Girl.
Oh, big time.
And just you can introduce more sexy moments.
More explorations. Like that whole rave scene could have been an ep. I love
that rave scene. I was like,
I was so there for it.
Get on the floor.
And like her children's storylines, we could have had some Antonio Banderas. There was so much more to explore. I loved it.
They almost did a cuck thing with that.
Oh my God, when he was having his panic attack and then he was being comforted, but it was kind of horny.
That was hot.
But that's what I'm saying. It was more nuanced. Like Honora was great, but where was the emotional landscape?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I want Antonio Banderas in the corner every time.
On the cuck chair.
I want him firmly on the cuck chair every time I'm doing anything. But the speeches, there needs to be speech guidelines.
But they were, like the opening monologue.
Keep them short.
He was. And he had this whole thing where he was like, Jonathan Lithgow is going to do a really disappointed face if you go for too long. But it was just like a bit. They didn't actually utilize it. Overall, the Oscars were good. Nothing kind of like crazy happened, which is always a bit disappointing. Not that I condone the slap, but like there was just no big thing. Ariana and Cynthia,
Gorgelina.
But I don't know.
Did Wicked get anything?
Best costume.
Oh yeah.
Speech was gorgeous.
Cute.
There was like a few of those really great, those like weird hybrid performances that are kind of inspired by a movie but then have pop stars singing it, and it's kind of when the Oscars goes a bit Logies, and it's like there was a few, they did like a 007 tribute and it had like Doja Cat. Who else was
the
it?
Oscars could learn a lot from the Logies.
Yeah, they could. They really
I think
could.
everyone needs to take a page out of Gaga's book. Her speech giving is always on point.
On point.
She comes out, she's like, don't mess with the trans kids. Bye.
Yeah.
Like, thank you.
So great. Yeah, there was a few. Yeah, there was like no speeches that like super stood out, even though I was like really disappointed in Sean Baker winning all those awards.
Yeah.
But he did give a really good speech about independent film, which I thought was great. But yeah, nothing really kind of knocked my socks off,
Yeah.
There was like this short film, I think with these two Iranian filmmakers, and it was a bit cringe. Like the woman started speaking and she was like, sorry, English is my second language. And so she was like reading, and then halfway through her co-filmmaker, the guy was like, you're doing it wrong. And he took it off her, and then he just did exactly what she did. And it was not good. I went from loving them to
man being like, leave this to me, honey.
It was off. Also, Adrian Brody threw his gum out of his mouth at his wife to catch before he gave his speech.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Like on the walk down to the stage?
On the walk up to the stage.
Which is famously filmed.
Bonkers.
That's the bit we're watching. You're walking up to the stage.
But that was like the most controversial thing.
I would have swallowed it.
Yeah. Also, like Cynthia Reeve, not Cynthia, blah, blah, Ariana. She was wearing...
Blah, blah.
She was wearing...
Excuse you.
She was wearing this amazing Schiaparelli dress, and it had kind of like a shelf around the hips. And
she's a tiny lady.
She is a tiny lady. And when I saw the Schiaparelli show, I was like, who's going to wear that dress at the Oscars? And yeah, she did it. But she was using it. You could just see in the background of some of the like crowd applauding shots that she was using it as like a table. Like she'd stand up and her phone and her bag
like
were
Lazy Susan's Lazy Susan dress.
It was literally the Lazy Susan dress. Like she was standing up and clapping and her phone's just like resting. It was great.
Ariana taking it to a place of Lazy Susan.
Yeah.
We love it.
Lazy did it first.
So good. Well, thanks for catching me up now. I don't need to watch a terrible... Because you try and find a good summary and it's just... drainers on YouTube being like, here's it. It's like news.
Yeah,
and it's like some bullshit from the red carpet that I don't want to see.
Yeah.
So give me the highlights.
Yeah. Highlights, Coleman Domingo's fit. Some great men's suits.
Oh, yeah.
No, like, women really knocked my socks off that much. I think.
What was Timothée?
Oh, Timothée was wearing a lemon-coloured leather suit, which I support it. He can do anything. I don't care. I love him.
When you're that Twinkie, he
was so good in A Complete Unknown. But yeah, nothing really like. You know who actually like really impressed me was Sebastian Stan's mum.
Oh, really?
He brought her along, and she looked like an old showgirl, and I loved it.
She looked like the last showgirl.
Saw it on Monday night.
What do you think?
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I didn't love it. Soz.
I
The camera work for me, it's too spew town.
No,
like, sorry.
I
love Pammy.
I wanted to love it, but
Same. I tried so hard to love it. And it's International Women's Day this week, so I feel like I'm not allowed to not love it.
You can be an international woman and not love
as an international woman myself.
Look, I felt the same. I loved every second of it, but it's not necessarily a great film.
No, it's not good.
And all those lens flare moments of standing in the parking lot. I just didn't.
It was Pammy walking around Vegas being like, oh, sculpture and whimsical, but yeah.
But I loved how kind of dumb it was. And also Jamie Lee Curtis.
She was she eclipsed poor Pammy.
She was really
the styling on that character. Are you kidding me?
I know what I'm wearing for Halloween.
Oh my God, we have to talk about your nuptials on the Newsreader.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my
Episode 5.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Sol. Yeah, the Newsreader Season 3 has been airing. Last episode airs Sunday night, 8:30 p.m. Last episode ever of the whole series.
Okay.
I am...
What can we expect?
Devastated. I'm actually... It's only... I think when we wrapped shooting Season 3, and I almost couldn't do it, which was awful, but because I was shooting something else at the same time, so we crammed in there.
Yeah.
But... when we were shooting, we all knew it was the last season.
Yeah.
And the wedding was actually the last 2 days of the whole shoot.
Amazing.
And also
it was like a proper wedding.
Yeah, fun fact. The producers of the show were like, we know you and Reese, who plays Brian, Cheryl's husband. They're like, we know you're best friends. We need to find a lot of extras that look like you, that would be relatives. How would you feel about having your friends and family as extras? And they're like, look, this might be the worst idea we've ever suggested.
It's the ABC, come on.
I was like,
I love it.
When would this ever happen? So we did. And so Reese's siblings, parents, my sister who hates being on film in front of a camera was my best, what do you call it? Maid of honor.
Yeah.
We went all out. And
in
so
late 80s theme.
Late 80s theme.
Heaven.
It was it was, I think, one of the most insane experiences I've ever had on set because it kind of felt like a real wedding because our friends were there and family, but it also I walked down the aisle 10 times with different lenses on and different takes, and it was anyway.
How
it was
John
really
feel
fun
about it? Because
my partner John was also an extra. He was a featured homophobe in the episode.
Love that.
And I thought he'd hate it. I was like, it's 2 full days. The novelty will wear off after 20 minutes when you have to do the same thing over and over. He loved it.
Of course.
He loved it. All of our friends enjoyed it, I think. It kind of felt like hosting a kind of weird party. But
How was the catering? Did they do late 80s themed catering?
No, I think they did. Riz, who is the caterer of the Newsreader, because they were big days. He did he does a theme. He might do Pacific buffet, and then he might do a tour of Europe, and we go he does kind of themes. And I feel he was feeding hundreds of people, so it was good. But the catering trucks were set up just because of where we were shooting, literally on the side of a highway. So it was come and see the glitz and glamour of my job, and then everyone's eating in a tent on the freeway.
Stunning.
But I'm sad the show's over. I think shooting it, I was it was hitting me that this is the last time we'll shoot, and honestly, it's the best set I've ever been on.
Is it Cheryl?
Cheryl, yes. Playing Cheryl was heaven.
I'm so glad that we got the Cheryl that we deserved. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I was Cheryl was just a little favour in season 1. It was in lockdown and they never knew they'd get more seasons, and no one could get out of the house. There was no shows being filmed. And
it truly was justice for Cheryl.
Yes. And Michael, the creator of the show, and Emma Freeman, who directed it, who's a mate of mine, they were like, hey, how would you feel about playing this? It's a small role. It's not really but we just love to have you on the set. It'd be really fun. She's a makeup artist. And I even remember my agent was not that into it. And I was like, there's nothing else happening. It's lockdown. I'll just come and have fun. And then on the first day, I was like, oh, maybe this was a bad idea. But then I kind of just lent in and I milked the shit out of the character. And yeah, season 2, I got some great scenes with Mark Downey.
Yeah.
Really fun. Season 3, I almost couldn't do, but they squeezed me in there and then the wedding. And yeah, I think now it's airing. I'm really sad it's over. I'm feeling a little bit like I can't watch it or people are texting about it and I'm a bit avoidant because I'm just like sad.
We also need to talk about, we will get to Noosa shortly, don't
sorry
worry.
guys.
But we also have to talk about apple cider vinegar because it's been a hot topic on the pod. Everyone that comes.
Yeah. How good is the show? It's
so
kind of
good.
It's so satisfying to watch. I think the way that it's like been put together is just amazing.
And I thought the buzzer died down, but then all my guests, like pretty much every week, they're like, Belle Gibson.
Well, it's fascinating. I have her cookbook.
Stop.
And apparently they're selling on eBay for like $400, but I'm keeping it because the recipes are good. They actually are really good recipes.
Oh my God. You have been making the recipes from the whole pantry.
Yeah, buckwheat pancakes,
Tara.
babe.
How old are you, Tara?
Stop.
Well, I believe that I have always been and always will be 26.
It's actually so sad. I think they did a really good job of making a show about a pathological liar that the audience could hate but also love. Like you kind of cared about her, but you also were like, she's fucked. And I feel like often it's either one or the other. You know, it's like this cool catch me if you can thing, or it's like they're a sociopath, awful person. And I feel like they towed the line.
Well, the world loves a scam goddess at this point.
Yeah,
so
especially a health one.
Exactly. So it's kind of like, it's a bit camp. Even though she like did a really fucked thing, I'm kind of like,
it's wild.
Here for her.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I got the book years ago. Like I got the app.
We need to do a dinner party with
my God, we
recipes
should.
from the book.
And we should wear flower crowns.
I'm going to wear the pink sweater with
Okay, I'm going to have a Belle Gibson.
Who was saying? Someone was saying
so
that needs to be in the
dark.
State Library. Oh, it was Rula last week. She's like, that pink sweater needs to be hanging in the State Library next to Ned Kelly's armour.
I love that all our national icons and treasures are crims.
Yeah.
Literally.
Is it a crim to be trim, Kim?
Yeah.
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 Should we fly up to Noosa?
Absolutely. Because Krissy's got a spare house anyway.
Krissy's fucking house. Before we do though, I do need to remind our listeners that I am on Instagram, TikTok and Blue Sky at
Blue Sky.
The Cringe Is Real Pod. Yeah, because we don't support douchebags on this pod. Come join me over there. It's like, it's a new vibe over at Blue Sky, but it is filling out with some fun chats.
I think it's time for me to cross over.
Yeah, do it. It seems annoying, but once you do it, you're like, I feel really good about myself.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Come follow me over there. I am also working on a live podcast episode. Yeah.
Oh my God, have fun.
Yeah, details to follow.
Great.
But keep your ears and eyes firmly open for that.
Great.
Krissy's fucking Noosa house.
Okay.
Because it's not a trip to Queensland without a prawn cocktail, darling.
It's a great house. One thing that I really appreciate about it is how you walk in the front door and there's just greenery through the back.
It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful
It's like a Balinese villa. Like
it feels like a villa.
It feels like a villa.
It feels 5 stars.
I like the level. It's 5 stars.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
The chef.
Yeah, so like.
Sorry, the French chef.
The French chef. What's his name?
Who knows?
I don't know,
French
Marcel or something. But I feel like this season she's really kind of upping the ante. And it sounds like they've made a lot more money since last season, Krissy and her husband.
But she won't disclose.
Which I love. But like we get it. She's doing okay.
It's so the opposite of Beverly Hills, isn't it?
It is, but it feels like it's going toward it.
Like we had caftans and caviar last week with Sutton calling Dorit Porreet.
I'm not up to date.
Oh, sorry,
I can't comment, but
Spoiler.
that sounds so good.
It gets really good and it gets to a place of like poor shaming each other. So
okay.
I do appreciate that the Sydney girls have a little bit more class than
that.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll get there.
They
Think
are
about Caroline
getting
and Kate's
there.
discussion at dinner season episode 1.
You're right. They're working
still
hard.
Talking about money. Yeah, but look, I think it feels like, you know, if we were talking about the early Australian franchises of Real Housewives, this feels much more affluent, elevated,
yeah,
opulent. Like
100%.
we're still not there, but like it's feeling something, and I think Krissy's really pulling her weight with this. I'm so happy she's in the show. I just love her and her statement hats.
Yeah,
and
the skinny bitches.
She's looking great as well.
She does look
great. And are those dogs? I heard dogs new. Those little dogs are being featured quite a lot, and is one of them called Bondi?
Is the other one called Babe?
I don't know, but I swear one's called Bondi.
So to start this episode, speaking of affluence, Montano rocks up at her pony club.
Yes.
At the Pink Pony Club in her Bentley.
Yes, she does.
No notes.
Yeah.
Montano is killing it this season.
She's killing it, and she's still wearing that feather in her hair. And it's there to stay. Is it permanently?
I reckon it's like
in there
fused in
to her
like
skull.
a glue gun.
Yeah. Oh my God. What kind of feather? Lyrebird?
It looks like it could be.
Yeah.
I
want to know the significance, and we need to know now. Victoria Montano, if you are listening, talk about the feather.
We know she does like to actively harm animals. So
no.
I'm joking.
Well, look, no comment, but the feather. But
well, we've gone real quiet on that.
Haven't
the
we?
furs.
Haven't we? But
Speak on it.
They did in the recap. I think it was at the beginning of the season recap. They did touch on it, so it will be brought up again.
I think
season.
they didn't get the response they wanted from the audience. They thought there was going to be like public outcry, and literally no one cared.
And I love
because everyone consumes animal products all the time.
Well, this is the thing. I'm like, everyone's driving like on Just for Fun the boat. I am.
What are the emissions on the Just for Fun?
Yeah, but
Krissy?
I'm sure there's like leather seats in
Probably,
that baby.
yeah.
Like we're all. Yeah, it's
what I would give to get a ticket on the Just for Fun. Are you kidding me?
I would love it too.
Yeah.
Martine. Sorry.
How do we feel about Martine?
Huge fan.
Huge fan. Love her work. She's got Ernie the pug.
Yeah, love Ernie.
Talking to Ernie while she packs. And I have done this exact same thing when I'm packing.
Same.
Because Frida will jump like into the suitcase.
Darling.
Because she's like, where are we going? And I'm like, babes, you're not coming.
Yeah, I could feel Martine, and it's so funny, these like reality shows. Like, they're like living their lives, but you also know that there's a camera crew crammed in the corner. And you could feel
in the cuck chair.
Yeah, in the cuck chair.
Antonio Banderas.
Exactly. They're full Antonioing it. And you could feel that, like, I just got a sense and that like this was her first kind of solo moments in front of the camera, packing, and when she wheels in that rack of clothes with what was her
Who's got racks?
What was her maid's name? Like Luciniano or something. Yeah. And she was so like it was just like you could feel her really wanting to talk to the camera but having to not. And
yeah.
Anyway, she was a bit awkward, but I loved it. I loved her talking, and she really kind of channeled that nervousness into Ernie.
And we
got
John.
a lot.
We get her husband John.
Yeah,
which is
thoughts on John?
Well, there's not a lot of husbands on this show.
I'm so glad the husbands are doing some time on screen this season. Because what's Krissy's husband's name? John as well. They're all kind of John.
They're all
right?
very John. He's not on it much. Terry's husband, who's the rugby player, he was on it for like one episode last season and then was never seen ever again.
Yeah.
So we don't really have. And
I
then,
want more husbands.
Famously, Kate is single, and
yeah.
I do love. There's a line here. Martine goes, she's not sure. She's not thrilled about the girls' trip, and she goes, "Someone might make me do water sports."
She said that twice,
which I was like.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing, right? I love that they all kind of low-key, not all, but the ones that we see with their husbands, they all kind of low-key bitch to their husbands about the girls. They're kind of like, I don't want to do this. I'm actually not like the other girls. Like they have this kind of like they're still trying to impress. Yeah. I don't know. I'm obsessed. And their husbands in their like tight kind of pub shirts just sit there on the beds kind of.
Yes, honey. Well, she's self-made, so...
What do you think of her aesthetics, like what she was packing?
So we need to talk about the double bay dress code, which includes Zimmerman and Dolce & Gabbana.
Yeah.
How do we feel about the double bay dress code?
Look, I support it. Not for me, but I support it. Look, I think they both look cutie patootie. It's like very of an era. It feels kind of dated, like that. Yeah, it feels like
Zimmerman.
But there's a lot to talk about with There's a lot to talk
Sorry, it wasn't the double bay dress code. It was the double bay dress code when traveling to a tropical locale.
Yeah, apparently there is.
I want to see the rest of the guidebook. Like,
yeah. Look, not my thing, but like really, I loved the whole drama of it, bringing out the wheelie rack. Like, it was great.
I also hate hearing someone say double bay properly because it reminds me of season 1 with Maddie Samite, who used to say double bay.
Double bay.
That like
you've got to say double bay.
Double bay.
Double bay. Double bay. But I love Martine. I'm really happy she's here, and I feel like she was actually. We needed her to kind of balance out.
I love her. She's a vampire.
Yeah,
she hates people. She hates the sun.
Yeah.
Like, fuck yeah.
And I can really see that she's going to help kind of fuel some fires and things. I've got a good vibe about her. I wonder if her and Victoria are going to like, if there's drama between them, that's going to be so intense.
Oh, it'll be so good.
Because they're like,
I like them as a team
Same.
now, but maybe later on down the track there'll be a little.
Yeah.
Because when you bring someone onto the show, as we've seen, sometimes they don't. Yeah, they turn.
Yeah.
They're like, "What are you doing?"
And because they're being so kind of coupled together, particularly with Krissy's remarks, I think there's like she might feel the need to assert her individuality.
Yeah. So we get to Noosa. It's I love it. It's just
bang.
Let's do it. Bang. This house is disgusting, as we've discussed.
It's gorgeous.
Like, it's so beautiful. The staff, the food, it's fucking flawless.
How about the little bags with the monograms on them? Krissy has
It's
gone
giving
all
Kathy Hilton,
out.
but with taste.
I think Krissy's going for Kathy.
She's going for the Kathy
And
Hilton.
I really support it.
Yeah.
And she's kind of daffy like Kathy. I think she could lean into that more.
Girl, the lady.
Also, like, just Nicole kind of being there. Nicole's very low-key this season.
You love Nicole, don't you?
Like,
because you guys hung out at
I
the
love
Logies.
them all. No, it wasn't the Logies.
Oh, where was
it?
it?
Was at
a binge thing.
I was at a binge premiere. But look, I love her. But this season so far, she's really she's feeling a bit friend of energy. Like
she's giving friend of.
She seems like a little meek, but maybe she's guarded.
I'm surprised she's there. Like, she didn't rock up to the reunion. I know there was a scheduling conflict.
It wasn't. I don't think it was anything personal.
No, it wasn't. They organised that shit like the day before.
Yeah.
We all know it.
But yeah, just her, I don't know, she's feeling friend of, like just rocking down in her Missoni, Moo, like just kind of like.
She didn't get the Zimmerman and Dolce
No, but
memo.
she's in her own league. You know, she's kind
classic.
She's classic. I love that she, even with like when they went on the boat and she was like wearing like nautical.
You mean the Just for Fun?
The Just for Fun. She was wearing her stripes. Like she's classic. She leans in Nigella.
50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Housewife.
She is quite Nigella. I think she's got a Nigella voice, which
she's
I
got a
love.
Nigella rising for sure.
Oh, this is where we get the line, you can't be in Queensland and not have a prawn cocktail. Oh,
Krissy.
Obsessed.
I love her.
Montano and Martine rock up first, but they have a good bitch on the way in
They
in
do.
the car, which these car shots were very good.
They were great. And I love it. Victoria's really holding on to calling Kate Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
She's kind of, I feel like, not that she sits down and writes her bits, but she's got some lines.
Oh,
they've
got guys that
I
they
would
work on with
love
these bits.
to see Victoria do stand up.
Honestly,
I would.
Reach out, girls. If you need help writing bits, I am available.
She's like, I think she's just really confident with her bits and I love it.
The bits are bitting.
Yep.
I love Krissy's like, leave your bags. And Victoria's like, I wasn't going to get them. She's like, what do I look like to you? Look at this manicure. I'm not lifting a finger this weekend.
It's really funny. They're really leaning into these like stereotypes. Like I feel like she has it's so great. It's heaven.
Because at least the thing with Montano is like, she's doing it. She's leaning in. She's like falling in.
Also, her skin looks great, by the way. I know,
Stunning.
I know Martine was giving her shit about being in the sun, but she looks amazing.
They've got
She's
good
like,
makeup.
Yeah,
artists.
this season I feel like they're all looking good. I think. Yeah.
Kate isn't there and she didn't text. And Krissy says, it's not very respectful.
Kate, what the heck?
Come on, Kate.
Come on. But look, going back to Ep 1, Kate was not
Well, she said she'd poke her eye out with a fork or something.
Yeah, she needs to. When she was like, another, what was it? Like another woman who's married what did she say? Another rich housewife or something? Or what did she say?
Trophy wife.
A trophy wife.
When
I was
Martine walked in.
Yeah, when
which I was
Martine,
like,
just what we need, another trophy wife. And in my head, I was like, you're on Real Housewives, babe.
It's not giving International Women's Day.
But also, like.
Lifting each other up.
It's not lifting each other up, but also, like, doll, it's Real Housewives. The show is Real Housewives.
Yeah.
Like you're on a show, they're all housewives. They're all going to be trophy wives. Like,
And she's a fangirl, we've established, which I love about Kate.
I love Kate, and she was not good at one. She was like, you could tell she was triggered and she was struggling and she didn't know what to do, and she kind of backed herself into a negative little box, and I think she could feel it, and I think that's why she didn't come, but it was rude. I was on Krissy's side. I was like, it's rude she didn't show up. Send a text. They made extra prawn cocktails for you, and
Hey, I would have cleaned those up.
Oh, yeah, look, I'm sure Marcel had them for dinner, but like what, it's rude.
It is rude.
And she would have got a monogram bag made and everything.
I know, but did they ever pile on? Like, even, and I got to say, Sally, I need to issue a formal apology to Sally. You've arrived, baby.
She's fucking arrived.
I'm so fucking happy to meet you.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm like, and she's, but it still feels like her. It doesn't feel like she's putting on an act. You know, sometimes when you see that they've watched season 1 and they're like, oh, I'm going to try and have more personality.
She just needed some time to activate.
She did. Yeah. And and of course they're going to pile on. It's a group of girlies on a holiday and one of them's not there. Duh.
There's a little bit of room selection drama, mainly Victoria going, share? I can't share.
Oh.
I'm checking into the Sofitel.
Oh my God. I really love Victoria. It's
good.
like, I love how much of a princess she is. I'm obsessed.
Krissy goes, look, there's always the public toilet in Noosa Park.
And then she cackles herself
So good.
thinking about Victoria in a public toilet. Yeah, loved it. I love Krissy's hat. We haven't really talked about it enough.
No. Krissy's whole outfit when they arrived, like this sheer, I think in person it would have looked stunned, but like the camera just made it look like she was naked.
Yeah, which I didn't mind.
Oh, not
She's
at all.
Looking hot.
She's hot.
All I wanted to do was pull up that low riding.
Yeah.
Just pull
Yank it up.
Yank
Give
it
it
up
a whale
bit.
tail.
Yeah, because I think it would have been a little more, I don't know, it would have popped more. But I think she looked great. Good on her, girl.
And the big floppy hat, like so good.
Just her trying to kiss everyone with that hat was like so much.
Oh my God. We get the first night's dinner. The girls pile in. Victoria and Martine are such skinny bitches. I love it.
They're so like you love them so much, but they're so like hateable in their little like outfits, and yeah, they're actually, I'm just obsessed with them. I don't want them to change.
This line from Montano, take me back to Aspen so we can outfit match in peace, because they get shade for outfit
Love that
matching.
so much.
Like,
Love
amazing.
it. And then Krissy calling them the Bobsy twins, and Martine's like, that's from the olden days.
So that reference is obviously something I don't know about.
So Martine's 42.
I don't know.
That's what she says.
Is she?
How old's Krissy?
No idea.
No idea. I think she's doing that thing of making there more of an age gap than there probably actually is. But
Yeah.
love and light. Go
Yeah.
for it.
They do love doing that in these groups of women.
And Krissy talking, is Krissy the one that's doing all the food stuff? No.
Yeah.
Nicole is. No,
I thought
wait.
Krissy
had
was
a
doing
cookbook.
the cookbook.
So she's talking about like, we went to the markets and got all the fresh seafood, and
I think they both want to occupy that like Lydia Chiavelli
Yeah,
space,
yeah,
but they're
yeah.
both too scared to do it because they don't want the other one to think that.
Maybe they should do it together. Actually, online,
God
weren't
forbid.
Victoria, Nicole and Krissy doing some cooking online together on Instagram?
Probably.
I think they were. I think I saw it. Anyway, here for that as well.
They talk about undies.
Oh, yeah, because
Oh,
Caroline comes
yeah.
down looking hot. That moo-moo, that silky moo-moo, gorgeous.
We haven't even got to Caroline.
Yeah, we need to talk about Caroline.
She's
Wait, when
really
did she
turned
arrive?
a corner
She has.
this season.
She's fun. I mean, she's always been fun. I've always been a
Yeah.
Caroline fan.
She's fun, but she's being pretty mean. Don't you think?
I don't know.
Like I'm here for it.
I think something switched and she's like, I'm not engaging in that.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel, to me, it doesn't feel mean.
Not
I'm
like
like-
mean girl mean, just kind of like she's being sassarama. And
Yeah.
sometimes it lands and I'm like, yes, mama. And sometimes I'm like,
Yeah, she's kind of like in a Victoria Montano way, like, I just don't care. And I
Yeah.
think people like that I
They've
love
all stopped
watching on
caring.
TV. Which I'm like, I know it's problematic and I feel sorry for Kate, but I'm also like, they're fun to watch. Like,
Yeah.
I love Caroline she's just like, I just want to have fun.
know.
And like,
well, we'll get to her modelling later. But for now, they talk about undies and Nicole
Yes.
has like a pearl clutch moment where she's like, dinner table conversation? Not, I don't think so. I'm like,
Yeah,
Okay.
well, Caroline says she's not wearing anything under her moo-moo.
Yeah. Hot.
Love that for her. And Victoria says she doesn't wear underwear. And someone else said they don't wear underwear. I can't
And
remember.
then Victoria says she's got a bush.
Oh, I missed
Wasn't
that.
that the combo? They're like,
missed
don't need
that.
underwear. There's another protective layer.
I missed that.
There
And
was like
then
a whole
Nicole
wax-
goes, but I need to hold everything in. And I was like, wow. Yeah, look, Nicole was not there for it. But she's, she's giving first lady. She's like, she's a pearl clutcher.
Then they really pile on Kate. It's like Sally's like, I think it's just rude. And
Wait,
then,
what was Sally wearing to the dinner? Because she's really trying to up the
she's
ante.
glowed up.
Yeah, what was she wearing? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
But yeah, sorry, she piles on too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Caroline is like, fuck yeah. She's been waiting for something to like dig into Kate about. So this is perfect.
But I think she's valid.
Yeah.
The statement that Kate made about her, where she gets her money, it was off. It was off. I know it sounds like I'm coming for Kate right now, but I'm just love you, Kate. But I do think that's like Caroline raised children.
Have you seen Caroline on social media at the moment? She's activated.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What's she saying? What's she doing?
Everything. It's just like, yeah, we're not getting the full story. Blah, blah, yeah. So I'm
Wow.
excited.
Okay.
This is the thing. And this is why I'm not, I think Caroline's getting a bit of a bad edit.
Okay.
And they're making her look a bit mean, but I think there's more to it. And I'm hoping that it is all exposed.
Because she was hurt. Like, that's a really personal thing to say to a woman.
It just seems like the retaliation is a little bit misguided. That's all I'll
interesting.
found that. But
Okay.
but same can be said for Kate. Like, Kate is throwing daggers, and I'm like,
She's not making an effort.
Yeah,
She should have rocked up. She should have been there. But I love that Sally jumped on. Sally was
picked a side.
Offended.
She picked a side. She joined the
side.
Caroline Kate hate train, and she was like, "Let's do this." And I audibly gasped.
Yeah,
I
same.
was like, "Who is this
And
cast member?"
Yeah, and there's something about when Sally chooses a side.
Yeah.
Maybe it's her news anchor past, but I'm like,
It's like Chica picking a side.
yes. I'm like, I'm kind of with her. She has sway.
She's looked at all the facts. She's assessed all of the options and the facts, and she's taken her time. And she's like, "Do you know what? I think that was just rude."
Yes, yeah. She's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else? Did everyone else jump on board? I know Martine is bored of the whole Kate thing, but Martine needs to chill a bit because she's a new friend, and you
She
can't
wants it
go
to be
around
about
saying
her.
you're bored. Yeah, like she really does.
She's like, "Guys, I'm right here."
yeah. She needs to chill.
Nicole brings up the diversity on the runway comment from last season, and I was like, "Oh, okay, we're going back there." And the comment was,
that.
"If I wanted to see the mix, I'd just go to Westfield." So
So this came from Caroline telling them all that she is modelling again, which I fully support. I'm obsessed
Love.
with it. And then everyone's like, who for? And she's like, Akira. And then everyone's like, wow. And then Victoria goes very audibly, that's vintage. That's vintage.
I mean,
yeah, but it was so backhanded.
Kira's getting on.
It was so backhanded. But yes, and then Nicole jumps on and she's like, points it out.
Then Victoria goes, and this is where Victoria Montano, you are such a messy bitch, and I like do not change a
love
thing.
her.
But she goes, "So are you diverse?"
It's so good. And they put in the edit, the clip of Caroline in
Amazing.
season 1 saying that a woman over 50 should not be on the runway, and if she wants diversity, she'll go to Westfield, which is honestly such a good line.
Then she says in confessional, "Well, diversity doesn't exist as long as you're hot."
I think I need that on a T-shirt.
literally
Yeah, I'm sure that'll go down well.
So good. Like, I was deceased watching this.
Insane.
Calling someone diverse is the funniest thing ever. It's so, and like white Sydney women calling
It
each other
is.
diverse. Like, I'm flawed.
It's truly insane. It's truly insane. And then she goes, well, I look so good, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Which is just,
And she was just talking about like being an Aspen. I'm just like, guys,
it's so
this is
horrific on
amazing.
so many levels.
Yeah. So good.
Great conversation.
Yeah. So that one kind of wraps up there, but
Yeah, but did anything else happen at the dinner? I'm trying to think.
also Sally as well. This is where the cancer.
No,
thing,
it
Oh no,
isn't.
it's later on.
That was later.
Okay. I'm mixing my dinners.
That was at the pantsless.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get
Oh,
there.
we'll get to that. But yeah, there's a lot of, and the way they cut it together in the promo, they kind of confuse these things where
Yeah.
it was like, oh my God, you can't say that. And then like, are you you the diversity hire or whatever?
Yeah, it's really, yeah, I think it cannot be, we can't overlook the fact that all these women from Double Bay are talking about diversity and arguing that it doesn't matter doesn't matter if you're diverse, as if that's a problem.
Yeah.
As long as you're hot enough.
Yeah.
It was wild, and I think I'm surprised there hasn't been that much rhetoric about it online. Like it is.
I thought people would pop off. Maybe
Same.
I don't know.
But maybe just no one's watching it.
No
I
one's
hope
watching,
they
or they are, and they're
are.
like, sure,
whatever. But also, yeah. Look, I fully support Caroline and her modeling career,
too.
and I'm disappointed that they all didn't support it. Like, I'm sure they'll go and watch the show and like cheer her on. But
I think it was like a bit of innocent shade, and they were wanting Caroline to finally sort of own that comment and like apologize for it.
It was great that Nicole brought it up, and I think that was that was fabulous.
The next day, Montano, Krissy, Sally and Nicole go jet skiing.
Love that. So Krissy's organised some activities, and then
this lesbian instructor, oh my God.
She's great.
Gotta send it, cats. Yeah.
And then Victoria's like, will my hair get wet? And she's like, she goes, do you have hair and makeup on the boat? And she's like, I don't know how to do hair, doll.
All I know how to do is go full bicky, which full bicky sounds
heaven.
like.
Sounds hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like something that lesbians do.
Yeah. You haven't been full bicky?
I've never been full bicky.
No, just you wait, doll.
Yeah. I haven't dipped my toe into the full bicky pond.
Oh my God. I love them jet skiing. It's fun.
Yeah.
It feels very Housewives. You know, they've got the camera like mounted on the front of the jet ski. We're getting like some real good POV shots.
Loved when Montano flew off.
Oh,
she went full
good.
biscotti.
She did. And I'm really glad her hair got wet. I would have liked a shot of the wet hair just
Same.
to see. But she
That
probably
feather.
fucking oh, what happened to the feather?
Floating away.
Oh, don't.
Montano's
Yeah.
like, is there a hairstylist on staff?
Heaven.
And that woman is like, what?
Nah.
Send it.
Amazing. And then because and also Sally got sick from Krissy's swervy driving.
Could
And
have been the
thought
prawn
she was
cocktail.
it could have been. I thought she was just like joking, but when they cut to the shot, Sally really looked like she was like dry heaving. So that was fun, I
Stunning.
guess.
Caroline and Martine are too hungover for jet skis.
Yes.
So instead they go to an art gallery, which I was already like, okay, they're in Noosa. This is going to be some coastal fucking art. Like I was so ready for this.
Yeah, look, I haven't been to Noosa since the 90s, but I feel like not much has probably changed.
Looks the same.
Yeah, like and Krissy has organised this gallery thing, so they don't really know what they're in for, and they walk into like this industrial space. And I love a friend hang, particularly on Real Housewives, where like it's one-on-one and they've never been one-on-one before. And I feel like, I actually feel like this is a good alliance, these two. I feel like they're both
They're a bit kooky.
And I feel like they support each other's kookiness. And yeah, I'm fully shipping this relationship. But they walk into this industrial space and they're like, oh, this is gorgeous, this is great. And there's all these like sheer dresses hanging. And then there's this big painting on the wall.
Yeah.
And clearly vulvas.
It was Vulvarama.
Yeah.
It was so good. This was like
great.
A character from like Big Girl's Blouse. Like
It
this
wa-
woman.
Oh,
in
this
the,
woman comes out.
Yeah.
So, but at first they're like dancing around it. They're like, do they look like? Are they?
Yeah, there was
being
some
cut
pearl
out?
clutching.
Yeah,
and I love
which
she's
I was
like,
surprised,
oh,
'cause
we
I feel
meet
like
Kathy. Her name's Kathy, which is
Kathy, the artist in residence.
Kathy, the artist in residence, who's like, do you know what? The story behind it is I was just painting and then that's just what I painted.
No,
And
she
it was
said-
actually by accident.
She said my housemates said it looked like I
Yeah.
was painting vaginas.
And I said, oh, that's funny. You should say that.
And then Caroline goes, so you didn't mean to? She goes, no, yes, I did.
Which one is it, Kathy?
This
She said
woman
it was
was
unintentional. And I'm like, sure, Kathy, you and that jet ski instructor have been
She
Bicko and
fucking
Bicky all night.
she fucking rocked. She was
amazing.
And so she set them up with a little easel, which Caroline fabulously goes, oh, we've got our own weasels. I fucking love her. And then she
Yeah.
goes, weasel? What is it?
But then, so I love this. It's like, I thought they were just going to do, I don't know, some life drawing with like a vase or something.
Well,
but
I
then,
thought they were going to have to paint their own vulvas.
all their own vulvas.
Which feels a bit housewifesy.
Mm.
But
Instead,
Kathy brings out
this insanely hot model.
What was her name? Her name was like Michelle or something. She was, Michelle's beautiful.
She was beautiful.
She was.
She came out and she just lifted up that sheer
She was wearing
dress.
Organza style dress. And she just lifted up, I guess, spread her legs. We didn't really get they were quite.
This is incredible.
And then they just painted her pussy.
It was beautiful. And can I say, Martine's painting was really good.
It was okay.
Oh,
like,
I liked
it. Was good.
I like. She's
Caroline
like,
went
it's
a
not
little
for
more-
my home, but maybe Krissy would like it. I was like, ooh.
I know. I was really hoping we'd get that moment in the app of her giving the vulva painting to
yeah.
Krissy. Like, I think it actually would have been. Because Krissy would have loved it. She's such a dirty
Yeah.
bitch. She would have been like,
She would have
we'll
loved
put
it.
that up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm sure Johnny would love that.
Yeah, totally.
I can really see her getting down with that. But and Caroline's
Unfortunately.
painting got ripped somehow. I'm like, okay.
Caroline's painting was
Production was like
wild.
chucked in the back of a truck.
Oh my
hers was
God.
a little more abstract. But she's been to Burning Man. She has a different brain chemistry these days, I feel.
She throws more shade. So then we get to the dinner on the beach, which was stunning.
Okay, we need to talk about this.
The butt waiters.
No, more importantly, there is a really big issue we need to talk about.
Go on.
Victoria
Oh,
Montano's hat.
Hat, yeah. The Madeline hat.
Guys,
Mm.
what?
She's trying
If
to.
you have not seen the episode, I mean, I'm
Well, what
sure
are
you
you doing
have
here?
while you're listening. But if you have not, even if you have, you need to go back. You
Just-
need to watch it. You need to find that hat.
Zoom in.
What?
Maria sent me a photo of the hat
What?
on her way here and was like, we need to discuss this.
That hat is going to haunt me for the rest of my
Mm.
life. What? What?
Yeah.
I need to know, like, in putting together that outfit, when did Victoria go, you know what this needs?
A little Madeline hat.
A little little Madeline, a little Barber Quartet hat,
Yeah.
a little
It's kind of perched on there.
this little wigger hat. And it
Yeah.
did, and I understand a novelty hat if it's like in line with the rest of the outfit, but this hat came out of nowhere, man. And it was just perched on
were-
a pretty little head. I am
You were radicalized by this hat.
I will never be the same again after seeing that hat of Victoria Montano at the beach dinner. I can't stop thinking about it.
So good.
It's a lot.
Martine throws more shade. She goes, oh, because the waiters turn around and we see their
Oh, yeah.
gorgeous little tushes.
So
those-
yeah, Krissy's hired these
underage
gorgeous
boys. They were young.
Krissy's hired all these. There's like it's a kind of a beach cabana that they're eating dinner
Looks
in,
gorgeous.
and her waiters have they have little aprons on, but nothing at the back, which
Nothing
is so
else.
Krissy, and I love it.
Well,
She goes-
that's what Martine, she goes, it's very Krissy.
which she's right.
Yeah, but she said it in a way like, Krissy's a filthy slut.
Yeah, I know. She's not having Krissy. I reckon that she's going to go down between Martine and Krissy.
Yeah.
Because Krissy, she's kind of can be a bit mean girl without meaning it.
Yeah.
She like when her way of connecting and making friends with new people is by kind of giving them shit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like remember like with I'm trying to think of like season 1 or 2016, whatever the fuck they're calling it. Like she's kind of shady.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like if I met her, she'd be like, oh, hello, big hair. Like she kind of is really like judgy without meaning it. And I feel like she's gone on the wrong foot with Martine. And Martine, she's gonna fucking bite back.
Well, Martine says she feels like she's being spied on by Krissy.
Oh, that's
this was confusing.
right.
I was like, in what way?
Well, Krissy was talking about she witnessed a phone conversation that Victoria was having.
yeah.
And she had a little tiff with Martine. And I'm assuming this was like on their balcony or in their rooms and Krissy witnessed it from afar. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Krissy's on the deck having maybe a leftover shrimp cocktail for brekkie.
But I'm like, Martine, you're like, you can look into Victoria Montano's house from your balcony. We saw the drone shot.
She's looking for
What are you
beef.
talking about
She's
spied on? You
looking
love it.
for beef.
Yeah.
But it was very Krissy though, having the buttless waiters. And she goes, no photos because Johnny, I don't know what Johnny will think of it. I'm obsessed. And
amazing.
also we need to talk about, there was like someone playing like a bongos as well.
yeah.
What was with the bongo
There's a
players?
lot happening.
It was, she didn't need the bongos. The hat was enough. the hat did a lot.
I think Martine understands the assignment though, and she's here for the drama. She's
Yeah.
going to turn every molehill into Mount Everest
Yeah.
with no hesitation. And to that I say, thank you, Martine.
Yeah, Martine seems like someone that doesn't, I mean, this isn't a nice. No, I'm not. It's not a nice thing. But Martine just seems like someone who has lots of falling outs with friends.
Oh,
like
yeah.
she wouldn't have long term
girl.
friends.
Yeah.
She would have like, oh yeah, that's an ex friend of mine. I feel like she's that kind of girl. So yeah, we're gonna get some interesting shit. But yeah,
she's over it. She's over how much they're talking about Kate.
Yeah,
she's like, can we move on?
I think she wants to be a replacement Kate.
Well,
I mean, there's another blonde in the village.
It's true. Victoria then brings up that the only reason that Kate hasn't had a go at Sally is because she's had cancer.
Big moment. So
wow. Oh wow.
Victoria's wild.
Yeah.
Like Victoria is like her she's so witty and amazing, and then also just so naive in so many ways. And I feel like that is like she fully. I feel sorry for her because she fully didn't think that was a bad thing to say. And when because everyone's going at Kate, Sally starts defending Kate and being like, well, not defending, but she's like, she's never been mean to me. And Victoria's like, well, I think that's because. Sally's like, because what? Like, well, it's because
you
know,
had that thing.
And she's
the
kind
big
of.
C.
It is. I didn't know where she was going with it.
It's giving. Do you need a new villain?
A little bit.
She's kind of leaning into the villainy.
Yeah, but I don't think she even realised how. I think she thought she was making a smart observation without realising that.
Yeah.
It was so.
It was
awkward.
wild.
It was wild. Everyone was gagged.
And Sally was already a little bit activated, but this pushed her off the edge. And we got a swear word on it. So she's like, she better fucking not go, mate. I was like,
I mean,
yes.
it's pretty full on. Like, pretty much saying that, like, everyone treats her with, like.
Which, I mean, could be true.
Well, there's elements of truth.
People
but there's
do
something...
love a pity. Like story, like they love being like, oh, my friend who's a brave cancer survivor. Like people actually do that. So
no, they do.
She's kind of calling out that people do that, but it's also really awkward because it's not relevant.
But then she was saying she does it too.
Yeah.
So she was like, you know, there's nothing wrong with me treating her differently, which I kind of get that rationale, but I'm also like the way she said it, she made it out like this. It's something that Sally has wrong with her that is like she's getting. It was off. It was so off, and everyone was shocked. Absolutely shocked.
Sally was equal parts offended and outraged. She didn't know where to start.
And I'm so glad Sally's at the center of some drama because she's good at it. She's like, and
she explained it really well. She goes, I had cancer 10 years ago, so it's not, if you were bringing it up now and I was going through it, there would be an element of like care and compassion because you're talking about, but it was so long ago, it's pity.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think that's the thing. I think it came across like Victoria saying everyone pities you.
Yeah.
And that is off. And then
she's like, I don't want pity.
And Caroline kind of came to Sally's defense and was like, look, you know, my mum's sick. I get that a bit. And Sally wasn't having it.
No.
And I'm just so happy Sally's arrived. Victoria still
Sally.
completely unaware of kind of what she did in that fucking
Blissfully
hat.
unaware.
In that fucking hat. I can't believe anyone could hear her with that hat on. That hat was so loud. I'm sorry. I will never get over the hat. No one even talked about the hat.
No.
Anyway. Yeah, it was bad. But it was like, it's a drama that we need.
It was drama we need. Then Martine turns the conversation to Terry.
Oh, yeah. She goes, you know, there's someone else here that no one's talking about.
Yeah.
Terry.
The Biv.
And you know what? I'm glad someone finally brought
Also,
it up. Where the fuck is Terry Viviano?
Was there a theme? Some people had glitter on.
Oh,
there
yeah.
was there was there a theme?
Nicole? No, I think it was just holiday dinner.
Oh.
You know, it was just holiday dinner. I'm going to dress up. Well, if there was a theme, it was unhinged. But I know, like, Nicole and Krissy, they'd put some star stickers around their eyes. Essence of Burning Man.
It was
did
giving
not.
like straight lady at Mardi Gras. I don't know. I wasn't here for that.
Yeah, look, love that. I think they were just doing, and look, I do it too when I'm on a holiday and I go out to dinner.
You put glitter on?
I don't know.
You
I
wear
like
a fucked hat?
I wear a bowler hat. No, I get that thing of like when you're on holiday, you're like, I'm just gonna wear something fucked because it's like
it's Noosa, baby.
It's Noosa. I don't know anyone here. I don't give a shit.
It's Noosa nights, not Noosa farts.
Oh my god, it's Noosa nights.
Not Krissy just like naming the episode. Loved that.
Krissy's really, she should get a producer credit.
Honestly.
She's really doing a lot this season.
She's hosting. And producing.
Yeah. She's really giving.
She's working hard. Oh my God.
But yeah, those face sticker star things, they needed to go. Yeah.
Victoria tells us she's anti-bullying.
Well, I missed this. I blacked out. What was she saying? When?
They talk about Terry and
Oh, yeah. Okay.
and she's like, I'm anti-bullying. It's like, okay, so can we just backpedal to the cancer comment?
She's she just has no idea. And
It's
I didn't
scattergun.
Yeah, it is. And but I think she just like she doesn't go to bed going, "Oh, did I say the right thing?" Which I totally imagine like Sally doing or like Kate doing or even like
she's
Nicole
too fabulous
doing.
for that.
But she just goes, "That was good," and goes to sleep.
Yeah,
like
has
she's
little
not
dreams about Aspen.
Yeah, like she just doesn't. She's just in her own little world. But look, everyone is so pissed at Terry Biviano. We need Terry.
Stat.
We need her now.
Well,
I need to know. And Nicole is really not having it.
Not having it.
And it sounds like, you know, I love that they all talk about it as a friend group rather than a TV show.
Yeah.
They're like, well, Nicole wasn't leaving the friend group.
The group.
And so Terry was like, well, I don't want to be in the friend group if Nicole's in the friend, you know, and
it was the contracts.
It's literally
It was
contracts.
they were literally all about to sign them.
Yeah.
I think there was back and forth,
Yeah.
and then finally they got the biv.
100%.
So cut to back in Sydney, Kate sits down for a drink with dun 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 Terry,
The Biv.
the biv, looking
Biv.
stunning.
I mean, she's always looking stunning. I
Yeah.
love her. I love her teeth.
I love her voice. She's like,
Oh.
I've missed her.
Oh, I missed it too. I missed it so
She's
much.
like, I'm back.
I really miss her. And I really hope that she can kind of rekindle with some of the other girls because I don't want Terry scenes just to exist with Kate. I want more. I want I want her back. I want her feeling powerful because she feels like she's acting all confident, but I feel a little tail between her legs vibes. I'm sensing.
Yeah.
What did they even talk about? I don't even remember.
Well, no, so the episode ends with
them
Terry
sitting down,
and
and
which
that
is
was
what
it.
we predicted
Oh,
last
yeah,
week.
it
I
was
was like,
kinda
she'll
like,
come
it was
in
like
and she'll sit
villain.
down.
Yeah, and then we're out. Yeah. And then they did the like next week thing.
But
That's
I
what
got to
I'm
say,
thinking.
because Terry carried last season,
Big
let's
time.
be real.
Big
But I got to
time.
say, got to give it up to the other girls. We've had 2 full episodes already and they did not feature Terry and they were great. So
I agree.
They showed up.
Yeah, they really
earned
did.
those paychecks.
Yeah, I think Nicole could do a bit more, but she did good.
Mm-hmm.
She did good with bringing up the like modeling thing. I think no one really fell into the background.
No.
Krissy did good.
They're all showing up.
They really
doing
did.
the
I'm
work.
so proud of our girls. I love Sydney
all of
Real
them.
Housewives
And
so
then
much.
we get this season trailer, which because they couldn't really show it before because they were trying to act like will she or won't she with Terry,
Yeah.
even though she had like a tagline. But the season trailer looked incredible.
Insane. It does actually look like Martine has a go at Krissy,
Yeah.
saying that she's hazing the new girl.
Yeah, I love that. I
Obsessed.
love when a new girl's like, you're picking on me because I'm new. It's like, all right.
But she's earning her place. She is earning her place. Yeah, it looks like a lot of shit goes down. I am worried for Kate. I am worried for Kate because it just
we need
feels
a welfare
like
check on Kate.
because it just feels like everyone's against her, and I just worry about her.
Does she not thrive in that position though?
Oh,
and I
she
say this
loves-
as someone that does this as well, where you kind of there is joy in being othered because you get to be like a little bit like sassy about it.
She's a bit like I'm not like the other girls.
Yeah.
And she's always held that position. But I also just like want her to be okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, it looks like a really good season.
I want Kate to put the blinkers on and just drown out the noise. The girls are gonna girl. Like, forget about them. Do a Carolyn. Just like fuck. Who cares?
Yeah, and have fun.
Yeah, have fun.
I think I wanted to have fun.
Yeah.
I think I wanted to be silly, have fun because I haven't actually seen her. I think I want to see her not give a fuck. And she gives a lot of fucks.
She gives a lot of fucks, and it's coming across as judgmental
and heavy.
Yeah.
I want to see her let loose.
That's what we want for you, Kate.
Oh my God.
Because girls just want to have fun.
They do.
Yeah. Maria Angelico, we did it.
We did. I feel like I blacked out. I'm like, my memory is cooked at the moment.
No, you did great. Bitch, I'm watching like
There's a lot.
too many shows.
There's a lot going
I need a
on.
digital detox after
And I
this.
think we're all brain damaged from
permanently.
Yeah, like I need to
I'm gonna invoice binge
literally
my therapy sessions.
But even though I'm really behind with all my reality.
I know. I'm
so
so
happy
sorry for
Sydney's
the
back.
Bev Hills spoilers. But
No, that's okay.
yeah.
I'm in like my girlies Beverly Hills group chat, and I'm
Oh,
like,
so you're catching up that way?
yeah.
Are they loving Jennifer Tilly?
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah. Well, I heard she's not coming back.
What?
Yeah, I heard
No.
she's volunteered out. And I'm like, you were saving the show.
She's so good.
I wanted her to get a diamond.
Oh, she needs a diamond. She
She
really
needs
needs
a
a diamond.
diamond.
I love her
Oh.
so much. Fuck.
I know.
But yeah, Sydney, I'm happy to jump into Sydney because
It's good.
I feel like it's the one thing that makes me feel patriotic.
I know. And we even got a glimpse of Shine herself.
Oh, okay, we need to talk about this.
this.
Have you ever had a reading with Jackie?
No, but have you?
No, I've tried. I've tried to book
because
and
I know
it's-
you're all about a reading.
I love a psychic.
Yeah.
And I fully believe Jackie is on the money.
Well, you got to make sure it's actually her because if you heard there's some bots getting around.
What?
The Jackie Gillies bots claiming to be her.
doing
So
readings.
don't wire any money.
No. I want an in-person reading.
Yeah.
Or a Zoom. But the waiting list is forever.
Shit.
And it's
We'll make
hundreds
that happen
and
for
hundreds
you.
of dollars. But honestly, I don't have many goals this year.
We need to make it happen,
That
and then
is
we
what
need
I
to do a
want.
debrief episode.
We need to.
Yeah.
Maybe we could even do it live. Oh no, that'd be really
Stop.
personal. I'd cry.
Yeah,
Maybe not. But yeah, I'll keep you up to date. But I cannot wait for her to appear on Sydney.
Very excited.
She needs to be on Australian TV more.
I know.
It's devastating that she's not. And I know she's got her little babies and she's got a whole life, but she needs
Yeah.
to be. She needs to be on TV more. Can't wait to see her back.
She does. Maria, where can listeners find you?
They can find me on Instagram. I'm Maria Creates Drama. That's
Yeah, she
my
does.
handle. And that's really it at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm not on Twitter anymore
No.
or X or whatever. I might go on Blue Sky.
Come
I'll
give it
let
a
you
go.
know.
I need more friends over there.
Okay.
I keep going to tag people and I'm like, oh, that's right. No one uses this.
I'm trying to not be on not waste my life on
Yeah.
Instagram as much. So I'm trying, but I'll get on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm on the Newsreader. Last episode is
Oh my God, are you going to have is there a finale
8:30.
party?
there's a well,
Oh,
we
you already had the
kind of did
wrap.
with filming.
Yeah.
But
I guess you don't really
we
do
had
it.
a big party at the screening of season 2. We had a party at Acme when
fun.
they screened it. But yeah, and then season 2 of Strife will come out in a couple of months, and
You are
I'm
booked and blessed.
a new series on the ABC Family Next Door, which will air at the end of the year.
Son.
Yeah, got some stuff happening.
Keep your eyes out.
Been busy, booked and blessed.
We love it. Well, thanks for joining me. Always
Thanks
a
for having
pleasure.
me.
Bye-bye.
Bye, doll.